Welcome, Lake Erie Council, for another update from your Scouting at Home team. Oh, I think we just started, so I'm going to repeat that. Welcome, everybody, Lake Erie Council. This is your Scouting at Home team. We're really excited to review our past week and to talk about what we have coming up in the future. But just as always, as we start these broadcasts, I like to begin with something great that happened in your life this week, whether it was in scouting or outside of scouting. So let's start with you, Jared. Jared, what was something good that happened this week?
Ooh, I had a really great week. The weather was up and down, but my spirits were always high. And so I last week learned a little bit about geocaching from one of our skills demo, and I got to put it into practice this week for my Scout Strong. And I found a couple geocaches here in my area, and I thought it was really fun. So that's going to be a new hobby of mine whenever I get a chance to go out and look for some more, find some more in my area. And I think it'll be a fun thing to keep going forward after the Scouting Home thing.
With all of your huge amount of free time that you have, Jared?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, if you're live with us, we'd love to hear about your good things this week as well. You can comment them below.
Yeah, we'll share those at the end of the broadcast, so you have some time to do that. So that's a great point, Jared. Brittany, how about you? What was good for you this week?
Ooh, well, I got outside a little bit this week, so that was fun. And then I was able to go and explore one of the parks it's new in the last 10 years, and got to see the longest covered bridge in the country, and the smallest one too. So that was pretty fun this week.
How short is the smallest one?
Oh gosh, maybe the size of a car. Like you literally stick a car in, and it's like same county. So
yeah, Ashtabula County, they love their covered bridges out there.
Yeah, they're like 18 or 19, depends on how you look at it.
Yeah. So Jim, how about you?
Well, I'll tell you, the highlight of my week is probably I've been able to connect a little bit with some folks going to the National Jamboree next year. Even though we're not going anywhere right now, we can make plans for next year, and the National Jamboree is next year. So I've got a few very happy new staff people that we worked out some issues with them. So that's probably the highlight of my week. That and spending time with my kids.
Well, I think we all love spending times with our kids, and I think that we'll miss this as stressful as this can be sometimes. I think it will miss this time that we get to spend with our kids, Jim.
Absolutely.
It's all over.
You can hear them in the background.
So I had an awesome time this week, just hanging out with the family. Found a new show, which is probably not Scout appropriate, on HBO, called Succession. I've been watching that with my wife. It's definitely not Scout appropriate, but it's a good show. And it's nice to be able to kind of relax with the family. A lot of anxiety going on, but you know what? I have positive outlooks, and I'm really excited for this summer, and being able to get outside in the nice hot weather, and really being outside and enjoying the weather outside. Well, tonight, folks, we've got a short broadcast, but just want to update you of what we got coming up next week. The biggest update that we have about our Scouting at Home programs is they will be extending past May 1st. We're going to extend all the way to Memorial Day. We got the news early this week that school had been canceled, or not canceled, but at homeized for the rest of the semester. And so we're going to support you. Lake Erie Council is going to support you and your families through Memorial Day at the minimum with our Scouting at Home programs. We're really excited about that. I know that Jim is working on with Dan Talpus, our Dean of Merit Badges, to schedule merit badges for the rest of the month. Brittany and Jared are working with our Cub Scout program team to schedule the rest of those out for the month. So we just have the next week to tell you about today, but by next week, we should have at least 2 weeks to broadcast to you on May 1st. Also on May 1st, as you may remember from last week's broadcast, we're expecting to hear more from our Scout Executive, Mark Ryan, about the future of what we're going to be doing with camping programs this summer. We expect to have some more information about that. And even if we don't, We're going to hear from Mark Ryan next week in an email. So put that on your schedule. But for right now, let's update ourselves with what's coming up. Jim, can you update us with the Scouts BSA programs coming up this week?
I can. Monday night next week, we have Energy Part 2. On Tuesday, new class you can still sign up for is basketry. On Wednesday, soil and water conservation. Digital technology is also going to be later on Wednesday night. Fingerprinting on Thursday. Soil and water conservation. But we've been very aggressive, and we filled up in the month of May. If you go to the Scouting at Home link on the website, you can see the merit badges that have been added, but we've added leatherworking, game design, electronics, scouting heritage, wilderness survival, electronics, I think I mentioned, robotics, and mammal study. So we've got 2 more days that are open, so I'm sure we'll be adding another one. So go to that link, you can check it out, and we're excited about that. Also, any March and April merit badges, make sure you get your homework in by May 1st, because on May 7th, you're going to be able to download your blue cards. So let's make sure you'll be able to download the completed blue cards, or as much of the requirements as you've completed by then. So you can get those, so you can turn those into your unit. Thanks, Phil.
Now, Jim, can they export a report that imports into Scoutbook as well? Are we going to have that feature available on 24/7?
I'm pretty sure that as the herd goes by, I'm pretty sure that Jared's going to be able to help us with that. So
Awesome.
That's, like I said, May 1st, so we can get those emails out on how and what and why you can get all your information. So May 7th, which is a Thursday, you can download everything.
Awesome. Great background noise there, Jim. Just a reminder of
Save me, please.
how much we love our families. So really excited about that Scouts BSA program coming up. Thank you, Jim, for those updates. Brittany, can you share with us what we've got going on with the Cub Scouts for next week? Really excited for another week of den meetings.
Yeah, we've got some great ones coming up. So on Monday, we have our Wolf Den meeting with Finding Your Way adventure. That'll be with myself and Casey, and we might have another special guest too. On Tuesday, we have our Tiger Den meeting. Tigerific. So that'll be a fun one with Miss Peggy. She'll be back. And then on Wednesday, we'll have our Bear Den meeting, and that'll be forensics. And then on Thursdays, our Arrow of Light, and that one will be Adventures in Science. And we are actually having 2 of our Scouts BSA USEs will be on helping with that one. So Anna and Todd will be there. And then also on Friday, we finish out the week with our Lion Den meeting, Fun on the Run. So I'm pretty excited. We also launched this week. You can go to scoutingevent.com/440-SAH Cubs and register. And there you can find all the different den meetings that'll be coming up in the next week.
Brittany, are we going to still continue to do the den meetings on Facebook Live?
Yes, you'll still find them in the same place, right on our Lake Erie Council, where we are, Facebook Live.
We'll just be able to send out information to those folks about what they need to bring, if they need to bring anything, that kind of stuff.
Any like materials ahead of time or things like that, all at 4:30, just like we've been doing the last couple weeks.
All right. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Really excited about that. Anything else to share, Brittany? Any big wins this week with Cub Scout programming? Did you? I think I saw you were doing the service project.
Yes, we had a great time. I was able to, while still staying our 6 feet apart, go and help. One of our packs had one of the adults get a lot of food and donate it to the local church to help others in their areas.
Perfect.
I was able to see that and have a good time yesterday on our Good Turn Thursday.
Awesome. Now, Jared, you're going to tell us a little bit about some of the programs that are for everybody, correct?
Absolutely. And I had a great time doing our Cub meetings this past week. It was great to be able to see a bunch of our scouting volunteers and a lot of friends from our council that have been helping us with that. So thanks to everybody who's been being part of our Scouting at Home program throughout these past, I don't know how many weeks it's been, but it's felt like a lot. So this coming Monday, our events for everybody, we'll be doing another camp competition to get your spirits up and your excitement ready for summer camp. This past week, we've done our Gateway competition, which will be featured during our camper all this weekend, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And next week, we're going to feature a new program area that you can build in your house. We'd love to see your creative energy in that competition, which will be revealed on Monday at 5:30. Then on Tuesday, we'll be back in the trail with our Big Chief Yellowfoot. This last week, we interviewed the GM of Philmont Scout Ranch, which was a really cool interview, hearing about his experience managing that property and all the awesome things that they've been doing to kind of rehabilitate the ranch there. But this week, on Tuesday, we'll be doing a new interview with John Vandries, the GM or General Manager of Northern Tier. So it's pretty cool to be able to talk to these people that run our high adventure bases from around the nation.
Yeah, and I believe Carl is working on getting Todd McGregor, who's the GM of the Summit, and the director of program, I've forgotten his name, down at Seabase in the coming weeks as well. So that's exciting. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Jared.
No, that's really cool. So it's not something that everybody gets to see in your normal scouting career, to get to talk and ask questions to these people. So it's awesome that they're coming on with us. Let's see, on Wednesday, we'll be doing our skills demonstration. If you've been keeping up with the news, we are launching a new rocket from US soil here. So we thought we'd get into that spirit with a rocket demonstration on Wednesday. So I know that many of our Cub Scouts enjoy this, but you don't have to be a Cub Scout to enjoy rockets. Join us at 5:30 on Wednesday for a cool demonstration there. On Thursday, it is our Good Turn Day. So we'll be looking for some new people to feature on Good Turn Thursday for the stuff that you're doing to be helpful in your community while staying socially distant. We talked about that during our Pick Your Path adventure for our Lion Cubs today. So maybe we'll get to feature some Lion Cubs next week, but anybody who's doing good service in the area, we'd love to talk to you. And then finally, Friday, of course, we'll be recapping the week's program, releasing the next couple weeks worth of programs so you can get prepared for those new merit badges and den meetings, and talking about what good fun we've had over the past few weeks.
Awesome to hear that, Jared. We've also got those Scout Strong on every day, or every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11. We haven't seen a whole lot of people sharing what they're doing to stay active, but if you could share what you're doing to stay active, we want to remind each other that we can stay fit even while following our stay-at-home orders and social distancing with each other. So
if you got a cool exercise or a program that you'd like to share to get featured for one of those days, get in contact with us and we can get that out there for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Jared. Well, I've got the pleasure of talking about some of the really awesome things that we have going on in Lake Erie Council and what we're cooking up next. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about our Camper All, our Scouting at Home virtual Camper All, first annual, possibly annual, first ever though, Scouting at Home Camper All, virtual Camper All tomorrow. Really excited about that. There's still time to register because guess what? We don't have to buy any food for it, and we don't have to feed you or provide program supplies. So there's still time to sign up. The link is on this page here. You could probably scroll through and find it. Really excited about that. We have 753 people signed up for it, which is really exciting. Like Scouters, even though it's a free event, we had about 350 3 days ago. So, like Scouters, we all decided to sign up late, which is just amusing to me that even though it's a free event, we're still signing up late. Patches are still available for that. You can purchase those on the Lake Erie Council Trading Post, councilstuff.org /440 if you're looking for patches for that. Great day of program. As Jared mentioned, we're going to have some awards during our campfire, like a Gateway competition, best at-home campsite, best virtual chili cook-off competition. We're also going to do a best service project. And we got some great prizes that we're going to send out to folks for that. Really excited about that. We started off nationally. We're going to go to the Cradle of Liberty Council in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania tomorrow at 10 a.m. where they're going to bring us our flag ceremony. So really excited about that. They said we couldn't ring the Liberty Bell because I guess it's like an antique and it cracked the last time they rang it. I don't know. but we're really excited to invite John Bickle, who's the director of outdoor adventures at the Cradle of Liberty Council. He's going to be presenting with his lodge chief and I believe his council VOA president. They're going to be presenting the Pledge of Allegiance, Scout Oath, and Scout Law. Then we have Shane Miller, who's on the National Alumni Committee in Houston, Texas, who's going to be bringing us our prayer. So really excited to have some presence from outside the council for our kickoff there. We're going to go into some a 5K and then some program that is provided by you. So please stream your footage of skill instructions or tag videos that have taught you something well in scouting. We're going to be sharing videos on our page as well. Some live videos, some shared from resources that we found are good. But use those hashtags that are mentioned in the email. There'll be another email going out tonight if you still haven't registered. We'll get you all the details and all the information on that. I've talked a lot about the Camperall, but the biggest thing is if you can't make anything at the Camperall except the campfire is going to be a hoot. We're really excited about that. Really excited about families submitting videos of their favorite songs or skits, but also just a 5-minute clip. If you could submit that by the end of tonight, by midnight, a 5-second clip saying, welcome from the Williams family in Lakewood, Ohio, or replace your family name and your location. We'll stitch those all together just so that we can see the breadth of our Camperall. Really excited about that. Okay, I've talked enough.
Where can people follow along with the Camperall tomorrow?
Yeah, you're just going to go to the Lake Erie Council Facebook page. So like and subscribe to that. Anytime we go live, it'll give you a notification as long as you set that up. We're doing a takeover of the Lake Erie Council page tomorrow for that Camperall. Cool. You're going to be able to search hashtags to find videos or pictures that people have tagged. Really excited about that. Using our technology in kind of a new way. So also want to talk about a couple other events and things coming up here. Remember that it is April, and that is Youth Protection Month. So if you haven't renewed your youth protection, the new youth protection training came out 2 years ago that we all had to take. So April is a great month in which to take it, especially as we do it now. There's probably fewer people than when we get towards recharter time and everybody's trying to get on there and take the training. So keep that in mind, and hopefully you can connect with your youth protection training. I do want to remind folks that last week we launched our ilove.scoutzone.org website, and that website allows scouts to create their own affiliate link to sell Scout Zone to benefit their unit funding sale and to help pay their way to camp. We were really excited to launch that last week. We think a lot of people don't know about it quite yet. If you have questions about that, put those in the comments and we'll reach out to you and get connected with that. Another big announcement of a upcoming event is that on May 2nd, National Boy Scouts of America Council is hosting a national camp-in. So just like our Camperall this weekend, they're looking to get everybody across the country together for the national camp-in. That's May 2nd. Watch the Lake Erie Council page for more information on that. We'll be putting more information on our page as the days come. May 2nd for that Camperall date. Finally, I want to announce that coming up in June, I don't have the date in front of me. We're going to be having a scouting blood drive. We know that blood supplies are particularly low after all of this COVID-19 and coronavirus stay-at-home orders. And so Lake Erie Council is doing our part. We are hosting a blood drive. That's going to be in June. If you are interested in participating as a blood donor, please put down in the comments below your name. And if you are interested in donating, that would be great. We would love to see that. Jared, do we have any questions or comments that have come up in the live feed?
No questions yet, but at the beginning, Kurt Gerton said that he loves watching our blogs, and we have about 10 folks watching live with us right now.
Okay, great. Glad to hear it. Well, folks, we've talked enough at you. These broadcasts seem to be getting longer as we have more content to deliver. We are excited to see everybody tomorrow at the Camp Raw. Hope you all can make it. But from us here at the Lake Erie Council, Bureau of Outdoor Adventures, and your home of scouting at home, we wish you well and hope to see you soon.
Bye, everybody.